Movement of an object is known as motion. Object is said to be in motion when its position changes with time. Example, here is a car moving towards this side, then it is changing with time. So this is known as motion. There are three types of motion. First is linear motion. Second is circular motion. And third is periodic motion. First we will see linear motion. Object moving in a straight line path is known as linear motion. Example, water falling from tap because it is falling in a straight line path. Second, circular motion. Circular motion, an object which moves in a circular path is known as circular motion. Example, earth moving around the sun. It is moving in a circular path. Third, periodic motion. Periodic motion, object which repeats itself again and again, it is known as periodic motion. Examples, motion of child on seesaw, motion of swing. Now we will see definition of speed. Distance covered by a vehicle in a unit time is known as speed. We will see formulas of speed. Time and distance. Formula of speed is distance divided by time. Formula of time is distance divided by speed, and formula of distance is speed into time. If you understand this formula, then it will be easy to understand these two formulas. We will see uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Uniform motion. Motion with an object moving in straight line with constant speed is known as uniform motion. And non-uniform motion. An object moving in straight line but changing its speed is known as non-uniform motion. Now we will see definition of day, month and year. Here. Day. Time between one sunrise and another sunrise is known as day. Month. Time between one new moon to another new moon is known as month. And year. Time between one revolution of earth is known as year. We will see speedometer and odometer. speedometer? Speedometer, a device which shows speed of vehicle, is known as speedometer. We can understand from this word speed. Odometer, a device which shows the distance, is known as odometer. It is difficult to identify, but it is easy also because here is speed and here is distance. So we can identify it easily. Smaller than a day is measured by watch or clock. Types of clock. First, digital clock. Second, wall clock. Third, table clock, and etc. Now we will move ahead. Now we will see simple pendulum. A device which is consists of metal ball is suspended from a rigid stand by the thread is known as simple pendulum. Metal ball is also known as bob. Do you know about oscillations? Don't worry, we will see here. Oscillation. When the bob of the pendulum moves from here A point to B point and come again to the A point, then we can call it oscillation. Galileo Galilei has discovered that time period of pendulum is always constant. Taken means time needed for that pendulum. Now we will see there is also a formula of time period of pendulum, that is time taken and number of oscillation. I am writing in short form O. There is a standard unit for the simple pendulum to measure the time period, that is second, and it is the basic unit. We can write as yes, short form. It is basic unit of time period of pendulum. Larger unit of time period of pendulum are hour and minutes. We can write as H and M. We'll see graph. There are three types of graph in our chapter. First is line graph. Second is bar graph. And third is pie chart. Line graph. Suppose this is a graph and there are points in the graph and we join that. This is called the line graph. Now bar graph. In bar graph there are bars. Like this. We see usually this graph in mathematics. Pie chart. You have seen in science in 6th class they have given like this pie chart of gases. with percentage. This is known as pie chart. They are given of oxygen. Here is oxygen, here is nitrogen, and here is other gas. This was the graph. Examples of graph. Here is line graph, here is bar graph, and here is pie chart. In this chapter we have learned that types of motion. There are three types of motion: linear motion, circular motion, and periodic motion. After that we have learned formulas also of distance, time, and speed. After that we have learned that uniform motion and non-uniform motion. After that we have seen that day, time, and year. We have seen that types of clock: digital clock, wall clock, and table clock. After that we have seen that simple pendulum. There is a metal ball that is known as bob. That also we have seen. We have seen that Galileo Galilei has discovered that time period of pendulum is always constant. We have seen that standard unit of time is second, larger unit of time is hour and minute. After that we have seen graphs. There are three types of graph: line graph, bar graph, and pie chart. So friends, don't forget to watch my another video of science chapter. Okay, thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.